Welcome to Real Talk with Arieta and Sera.
I think it's a new chapter of like us wanting to express ourselves, and we think that vlogging
We'll do it together.
exactly. So
And it'll be amazing.
here we are.
Like, what do you hope our audience will connect with?
I think like what I hope to achieve is that we would be able to build a community where people are comfortable about talking real matters of the heart.
Yes.
So like, I want to talk about race. I want to talk about sexuality. I want to talk about like anything and everything, because I feel like in this day and age, people are scared. People are scared to talk about real things because everyone's ready to fight when you come against them with a different opinion. But I feel like if we're able to facilitate a safe space, have those conversations and inspire people to have those conversations within their own like homes, that's all I want to do
As well, because this is not just going to be about you and me.
No, it isn't.
We're going to open up the Talk family. We're going to bring people in, and I think what I hope is that this is a safe space for them as well, and that they will grow too. So it's all about growth, honesty, and just two-way conversation, and not just like one way, which is what we see a lot in today's day and age.
So important. Amazing.
I was thinking that your last blog post on Sera Situations is a good place to start, and you got a really good response from your community of readers. I really loved it. And like, I guess you want to talk about how that came about? Like,
yes, I mean, thank you, first of all. Sera Situations, for anyone who doesn't know, is my blog that I started last year, and I really started it because I felt like I was going through some stuff, but there was no forum that I could say what I was really feeling or what I saw of certain things and certain topics. So that's why I started my blog. The most recent post, I think this year has been a year of like a lot of growth, a lot of growth, and a lot of unapologetic growth.
Yeah.
And I just got to this place a couple of months ago where I realized that I was holding on to some shit that was, I think for me, years ago. Like years ago. And the truth of the matter is my life has evolved so much since then. But then sometimes when I like get to certain places in my life, I find that I look back and I'm like, why am I holding on to this stuff? Like,
well, they're like trigger points. Like, you go through things and it'll trigger you, and then you realize, well, shit, I haven't dealt with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I thought like there was a lot of stuff that I had to like, some personal life experiences like behind closed doors that no one else would really ever see and probably would never ever know. But between my partner Leah and I, we like filtered through some of my shit. Okay,
can you just pause there? There's one thing I really want to talk about. In your post, you talk about lust. And for those of you that haven't read it yet, Sera broke down like what lust really is. And I thought that was really important because that's something that I'm aware of, but it took me quite some time before I actually got my head around it.
Yeah.
Because I guess especially if you've grown up in church or like you've been told like lust is basically sexual sin. Yeah. So
lust is looking at someone else when you've already got a partner.
Yeah.
Lust is cheating on your wife.
In your head.
In your head.
Thinking about it, you've already done it.
Yeah, that's lust.
Damn.
We all sinners, girl. We all sinners.
Yes. So can you like kind of elaborate on that?
Yes.
So like, I guess in a nutshell.
Okay. So lust, exactly what you said. We've been brought up to think that lust is the devil's doing, and like I said, there is no denying that it is. But we become a victim of lust when we engage. So when we allow those thoughts to take root in our mind, when we allow those feelings to take over our reality. Yeah. And it wasn't until, and I cannot stress this enough, you need to do this Bible devotion called The Deadly Trio.
Oh, yeah, and you wrote about that.
Yeah, The Deadly Trio, because that's where I came across this definition of lust. And when you do this devotion, you will see that there's a lot of content in that post based off this devotion.
Yeah.
And so, again, like lust means passion built on strong desires. And that could be negative or positive depending on how that desire is inspired.
What you lust after.
What you lust after. That could be a career. That could be another relationship. That could be another woman. That could be another man. That could be anything.
Well, and on the way home, we touched on this, which I just wanted to mention as well. My definition of lust in today's terms is FOMO.
It is FOMO.
When you're like, your fear of missing out because you see something that you want and there's something inside of you that wants that and you don't want to miss out on that, even though you know damn well you shouldn't be there.
Exactly.
like, it's not yours. You didn't work for it.
No.
So, like, just back off of it.
Exactly.
But you kind of need to dig deep to find out what is causing that FOMO, what's causing that lust.
And that, I think, is the scariest part of the whole thing. Is because when you
don't know what's going to come out.
You never know what's going to come out. And I think that, like, yeah, there's some scary things happening in the world, but I'm actually most scared of myself. You know, like, when I'm like, okay, sorry, you need a soul search here.
Yeah.
Or when I'm journaling and I'm like, oh, wow, I just wrote that. That's what I've always been, like, I felt that. I thought that. You know, like, I think when you need to be honest enough to soul search.
Yeah. You're your own best friend, worst enemy.
Exactly. You got to identify what you're working with.
That's good, because I'm like, you know what? The world is wrong.
The world is always wrong and you is always right.
As long as there's free will in this world,
the world is
will
wrong.
Always be right and wrong. But you know what? It starts with you, because you are the only person, like, we can only control ourselves and our own reality.
Exactly. And I think, like, when you're, like, stuck in that place of lust where you can't get out of your own head and you can't get out of your own mind, it's, like, really discouraging.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I have a great life. I am, you know, earning more. I have an amazing partner. Like, my life has evolved so much since then. Why am I still thinking about that?
Yeah.
Because you're still holding on to it.
Well, I think sometimes what I find when you have trouble letting go of something, it's not really the thing that's holding on to you. It's the potential of what it could be. So, like, say if I'm lusting after a guy, right? Yeah. I'm married. I'm happily married. You know, everything's sweet at home. But I find myself lusting after this guy that I see once, who could be anyone, right? Yeah. And I think if you really dig deep enough, it's not so much about that guy. It's about what that guy represents and the potential. So it's like, you know,
that was amazing.
With him,
I see that.
This is how my life could be. With him, this is what I could get that I'm not getting at home.
Or what could have been.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I've been through that where I'm like, and I'll tell you what, my situation with lust, I have lusted after friendships.
Right.
I have lusted after friendships.
That's real.
Where I'm like, I really want to be this girl's friend, but she freaking hates my guts, and I don't understand why I want to be her friend, and everyone can see it. Yeah. And everyone's like, why are you wasting your time with this person? It's because I lust after that friendship, because I know, somehow I just know that we will be a bomb duo. Like I would, I would want this with that person. Yeah. But reality is that person doesn't want that. Like, yes, it could be a great friendship, but man, you can't force people into those situations.
Real. Lusting over like social groups, hey? Like, who you could hang out with.
Like, I have this thing with safety and belonging. So I want to have like, and it's because of my upbringing, like, you know, I just want to have like a safe unit of friends, and I want to have a safe unit of family or safe community. It's all about safety, right? Yeah. So I would do anything to create safe environments, even though like it's really not safe at all. Mm-hmm. But I'll overcompensate for the other person to make myself feel safe.
And I've seen.
Oh yeah, you've seen it. Like, that person is an idiot. They don't deserve that. Like, they're not giving back in that relationship.
This girl would like, that's it, take off her own shirt to put on someone else's, and we're like, now you're cold. What you gonna do?
I know, and I've had to learn that the hard way. Where I'm like, you know what? It's all in your head. Yeah. Your perception is your reality. Yeah, you might perceive that to be amazing and the potential is there, but it takes two to tango. Mm-hmm. So that's my story on lust.
Yeah, lust is real. Lust exists. Like, bring it all back in. It's a real conversation and it's a real journey. Yeah, and like I think I will always revisit that post for the rest of my life, because like everything, like life is a journey. You can never do something like, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, like you finished school, but you're still learning.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
You earn money, but you still need money.
Yeah, that's true, because nothing has an expiration date for as long as we live. Mm-hmm. As long as you're breathing, you have to function. So why not evolve while you're functioning?
Yes.
I'm so wise.
Man, you're so wise.
You know why? It's all the shit I've been through. I paid a price for this wisdom, y'all.
Anyways, that makes that point. So guys, we just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. There's a lot to come. Yes. A lot that we have planned.
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned and follow Real Talk with
Arieta and Sera.
Love yous.
Love ya.